Hello and welcome to the 5th round of the Skill Issue Fantasy Series 2000. We are at Spa to finish the first half of the season, and on this track, which normally is my favorite all-time period, that's it. With these cars though, almost losing the back end out of the first corner. These cars on these tracks, there's a couple of really dicey spots, the first of which is actually coming up right now, this Eau Rouge Radion hill. If you turn a little too fast, a little too much, your car is going to spin around. Getting a toe on the straight, very useful in this qualifying. I'm going to have to be careful at the chicane at the end though, because that is the second spot where the right to left direction change with these cars. If you have even an ounce too much of power, you're gonna lose the back end. But keeping it clean and making it through that first sector without any drama. As we come towards the dangly bit here, the long right-hander, it's a little awkward in this car. You do have to keep a little bit of power going through that corner just so you don't lose too much with the engine braking of the car itself, and if you put too much power, again, the rear wheels will spin out. With that much turning angle, it's dangerous. And now onto the very long left hand here. So easy to spin out on that corner if you get too ambitious with the throttle. But we made it through onto yet another series of back-to-back direction change corners. It is everywhere on this track, and you have to be careful. I should not have tried so hard with this car on this track because it's not pictured here, but I did spin out a lot during the practice and just trying to keep what I learned in those situations. Ooh, getting the curb and bottoming out a little bit. Gonna keep the lap going though. But yeah, so like I did the practice, did a lot of spinning out. This corner, it'll just spit you off here. The bus stop chicane is especially deadly. That second half of the chicane in any game, in any car, is very easy to lose traction on, so not a matter of putting more power down, just trying to keep your momentum through it. Easy on the throttle to finish the lap, and we're going to come across the line, dodging traffic and making it through with a 155.4. Let's see where that puts me. So in the end, it is pole position by more than a second, which is surprising. This isn't a particularly hot lappy setup with wings or anything like that. I think it's just down to comfort, much like it was throughout Atlanta. Possibly in the second half, I'm going to turn up the difficulty. But for now, we're just going to enjoy a good starting position. Let's get to racing. So I have learned my lesson from the previous round, being very cognizant of the speed at the start of the lap. Totally fine to lose positions as long as I don't get a drive-through penalty and a cluster into turn 1, taking the Le Mans Ultimate line and going wider than I need to just to keep it safe. And ending up in P3 out of the first corner with another car hot on the tail, possibly crossing the rear wheels. And as we go into Eau Rouge Radion, staying to the left, and then on the back, you see the AI car storms up, decides to pit maneuver me, and my cheeks have been thoroughly clapped upside down, hanging like Nico Hulkenberg that one time he was hanging like a cow. I'm just going to restart this race, but let's take a look at how that happened. So we are on the first lap of take 2 of this race, and I've gotten squeezed off here, but I just wanted to show the homicidal AI didn't go anywhere. As we reach the end of this straight, cars clattering into each other, which is just so great, dodging it and getting back up to second place. But looking in the rear view, the car just decides, you know, fuck this guy, I'm just gonna pit maneuver him, and we're off again. Just another great showing by the AI in this game. So the move this time around is going to be to just try and outspeed him right from the word go, doing a little bit of moving just to stop from losing a position, and we're going to go into that first corner still ahead. Oh, you love to see that. A little bit way too wide on the exit of the first corner. AI is close up on the side, so got to keep it straight. Do not turn into the car behind, and going to just keep it flat out through Eau Rouge and Radion because, listen, I'll take a track limit warning over losing the position. And the cars are getting dangerously close, and I now have PTSD because this game's AI, boy, they just don't give a single shit about you. Coming towards the end of the straight here, and getting a bump on the back end, but we're surviving and pulling away from the pack behind, and finally gonna set a new record for this race as far as distance covered. going into the dangly bit here, well ahead now, opening up 3/4 of a second of a gap on the car behind, which is growing steadily, and gonna just run away with it. Turns out, if you don't want to get attacked by the AI, you just gotta beat him with speed. And that was it. That was the entire race. Nothing else happened. It was just 29 minutes, it looks like, of hot lapping. The most drama came in the false start. So hey, no, gonna take it, gonna go right to the end. And when I say to the end, I do truly mean to the end. We're on the last lap here, having opened up 26, 27 seconds worth of gap to the car behind. No blue flags. It's been incredibly lonely in both directions for half an hour doing the driving. But I didn't want to just end the video with absolutely nothing. So hey, enjoy a hot lap, and I'll start yapping again when we get to the end of race results.
Yellow flag, caution. Well done. The big Ragu, great win. You deserved that today.
And so that's it, taking an easy breezy win, followed by Kenneth Bryce and Alberto Torreno, who are two racing drivers who are very, very real, and enjoying the last easy bit of racing for me at the end of the first half of this championship. So standing wise, it is still Torreno in first place. I'm holding on to P2, just a couple races after being in 10th position, which is very nice. DeFiero taking third, Kenneth Bryce best of the rest. And I am now going to mourn the easy part of the season because we just had my 3 favorite tracks back to back to back. And next is Bathurst, which means pain, which means I'm probably not going to finish the race. It was nice while it lasted. Now the hard stuff begins. So thanks for watching so far. Sorry about the back-to-back short, boring videos. Hopefully Bathurst has some interesting stuff. Time will tell though. So until then, thanks for watching. Have a good day, make good choices, and bye.